You're listening to Moon Monkey. On this episode, we're going to be talking about The Hate You Give, directed by George Tillman Jr. and based on the book by Angie Thomas.
It's almost like you forgot her name.
It was almost like I'm reading that off my phone.
So yeah, it's based on the book by Angie Thomas, which we'll be upfront about. I've not read. Have you read?
I've not read it.
Neither of us have read the book, so it could be...
We should say up front that this was a secret screening at the cinema, so neither of us knew what we were going in to watch.
No.
So this was very much a surprise movie for us.
It was.
A pleasant surprise.
Yeah. So the movie's essentially about racism and police brutality, as Amandla Stenberg, who plays Star, witnesses she's coming home from this party and she's getting a lift back from her friend Khalil, and Khalil gets gunned down by a white police officer as he's reaching into the car for a hairbrush. And the police officer thinks that's a gun and shoots him dead. And then there's the whole thing about should she speak out for her friend and for like the community in general, as different aspects of her life clash, because she's living in this the black neighbourhood in town, but she also goes to school at this very posh private school,
High school,
which is mostly filled with rich white kids, and it's like she has these two lives of being at home with her family and friends from there, and going to school and trying to change to fit in.
Yeah.
But she knows like this is obviously like a terrible thing, but she's torn over whether to speak out and reveal.
Yeah. It's sort of, it covers things like the racial divide, Black Lives Matter, even explicitly at one point is brought up. And like you say, police brutality. The book and the film are sort of a teen drama, high school teen drama, and I feel like that's who it's pitched to. It's a very simple, but not in a bad way, but it's a very sort of simple rendering of this issue. So you have sort of her father is an ex-gang member, like you say, they're living in a sort of impoverished part of town, and all the white kids in the film are going to this the white high school, and they're all sort of wealthy and have privilege and have the money, and then it's sort of the clash when her friend gets shot. So yeah, like her father, having been in the gang, is trying to get his family out of that lifestyle. So, and the mother as well. Like they're sending their kids to this high school to try and get them into like careers where they won't be stuck in that cycle of sort of the gangs and the drugs of that neighborhood. Whereas her friend Khalil has been sort of trapped on that path because that's like his only way to make money is becoming like involved with this gang. So yeah, like I say, it's very much just tackling those issues in a way, and it sort of portrays various perspectives. So you have sort of Star, the main character, has a white boyfriend at the high school, so it's sort of tackling that side of things. And she has one of her friends who doesn't see things from her perspective in terms of like the white police officer doesn't see why like you should be defending the friend over the police officers. So yeah, it's
and also her uncle. Her uncle is in the police as well. There's a scene with the
and her uncle's in the police, which is also like an interesting twist on it. Again, like it does have the nuance in there. You do have black police officers, and it's showing it from their perspective that they're trying to do their jobs. And the scene that you're talking about, I didn't particularly like, but I understand why it's in there. You essentially have her uncle, the police officer, talking to her, and it's essentially both of them just putting forward the two sides of this debate in a very simple way.
I mean, it's a very kind of like poignant movie, and it's a very powerful movie because there's a moment she's doing I can't see what she's doing because that gives it away. But there's a moment in the movie that's really powerful, and it nearly got me. I nearly did cry. But it is a kind of, you know what you're saying, is a kind of simplified version, and the way the movie's constructed to show the issues it's too simplified in the way that it tells you too much. It's just start telling you everything, and it's not the film showing you what's going on. There's too much. There's too much just dialogue saying this is going on. This look. This is what's wrong. And instead of just like, it could be more powerful if they were just like, you know, let the imagery speak for it, instead of like telling us everything. That's my only criticism of it, because it is very powerful. I nearly did cry.
No, it's like a film that it has a point that it's trying to get across, which is a very important one for this audience. So it wants to explain it to you.
But I feel like that takes away from it. Takes away from it because.
But it's a pretty shocking, like the scene when like Khalil gets shot. I mean. I think most people going into film are going to know what it's about, but like if you didn't know,
it's in the trailer.
Yeah, but
there's no spoilers in that.
But it's just kind of shocking because it's like brought home to you, like, oh, that can just happen. That's how quickly your life.
Yeah, no, it is a really powerful movie. Like I'm saying, like I did like it. I just feel like the one weakness in it is the way it's told, sometimes. But the content is obviously still as prominent, and I feel like coming out at the same time, around about the same time as BlacKkKlansman. But this is definitely, like you're saying, for a younger audience.
Yeah. But to be honest, I like on the other side of that, I did think it was good how they did bring in all the various viewpoints. I know it was done simply, but you like had the father.
I did, and what I really liked,
Carlos, the police officer.
What I really liked is the family, and you know everybody in the family. Like they do a really good job of creating that family and that feeling, and you know everybody. You're not like who's that. You know, like, you really get the feeling of each member and what they're all going through, and their different views on what should be happening and what Star should be doing. And I really like the struggle of like how, like Star going through just in teenage life, but also how she wants to be perceived by people in her life, how she wants to be perceived by her friends at school and her family at home, and should she speak out, which is really the whole kind of crux of the movie. Is how much should she get involved in this. And
the other thing, like with the audience it's aimed at, I felt like there were edges shaved off certain parts, like the riot sequence, and also the drug gang. It's like you rarely ever see them doing very much that's violent or selling drugs to anybody. So yeah, again, like because it's aimed at like a teenage audience, you're not gonna have like a hard 18 film. With violence and blood and drugs.
That's a different movie. Though. Then you're going into a drug movie.
I know, but again, it just felt very sanitized for the audience. So I would definitely recommend the movie, but just to say that I think it's aimed for like teens to like 20s.
Yeah, I would say that. It's just I think it's more aimed at a younger audience, but it is a good movie. It's very powerful. Performance is really good. I like the family aspect of it.
Yeah, especially like. Amanda Stenberg, who was the lead, she was fantastic.
Because obviously, like she's in it all the time, but she was fantastic throughout it. And I think if a movie can get to me emotionally, at one point, it's quite good. You know, if I get the goosebumps, and I think, oh, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, really, really good film. So go and check out The Hate U Give.
That was our review of The Hate U Give. Make sure to like, subscribe, and we'll be back with more reviews.